All right, here we go. Let's see if we can beat. Uh-oh. Huh, so they spawn. And there. Nice. But yeah, Smolix, have you tried Alien Hominid? Alien Hominid is pretty much like this game. Made by Newgrounds people. Old Flash game. Pretty cool, actually. Okay, so I cannot get down there. Oh, that is sad. Maybe it's down. No, not down. Oh. GG. But I want to do. Yeah, it's a funny game. You'll like it. Eating people's head off and everything. I forgot if Edmund had something to do with that or if it was his friend. No idea. I have no idea who Edmund is. Uh-oh, did we just die? Oh man, that's ruthless. Okay, so this game definitely went into the aliens department, it feels like. Kappa. Oh man, I couldn't move there because what? Well played, Piranhas. Also, he's the guy who made Super Meat Boy Final Fantasy. You sure it was it just one guy? Uh-oh. Oh my god. Physics, please. Let's see here. Oh no, we're fat. The worst problem with being fat in this one, you're so slow and you're so big hitbox. It's basically a death wish. but the animations are awesome though. Oh, fine. Does this mean if we do not destroy it okay, never mind then. I thought we were supposed to evacuate because this one flying piranhas. Oh. Here we go. Oh! So the crab tick not. Oh, okay. I remember this boss. We destroyed it a while ago in the previous game. I think this is the first time we're fighting this boss. I think it's slightly different. Kappa. There we go. Uh-oh. GG. So I think each of these games have like six levels.
Mission 2.
Yeah. So we're almost halfway through the game. Careful. What? I thought we killed it. Uh-oh, I'm so dead here. I cannot jump over them. Completely stuck. Those animations. Okay, stay away from them. Oh. Oh. Oh man. We're so dead here. The biggest issue is that we're super slow. He's not really an idea guy if he's doing the art and such. If that's generally what we call a game dev. You know, you can be a gameplay, gameplay designer. And generally, if you're just a gameplay designer but without knowing any coding or other stuff like music, art, then you will usually be categorized as an ideas person, since you cannot do any games on your own, or kind of. While games is generally kind of like a fusion of programming and technology and art. So it's kind of, most of the time you cannot really have one person doing it all. He's not really the ideas guy, just simply the 2D artist and gameplay designer. I generally call it gameplay designer to not confuse it with game design. Which can be many things. Oh, Jesus! Difficult to spike. Oh, we're so dead here. Basically, when you turn into zombie, you cannot survive no matter what you do. Or almost. Oh, we need that. Oh, good, we are humans again. Oh, you kidding me? Although it is true that gameplay design goes hand in hand with coding. Uh-oh. Oh, fuck. Physics, please. Oh, I'm so dead here when it moves forward. Like that. I'm so dead. Why am I still alive though? Here we die. Oh, I have no idea why we are still alive. We should have died a long time ago. I guess we do not really. Uh-oh, there we go. There we go. Oh boy. Oh, we died. Looks like. I'm not too fan of the death animations. They are a bit too slow. Aliens. Okay, damn. I guess we were too close. E.T. with one eye, pretty much. Oh boy. Oh fuck, I'm dead here. Nothing you can do in that corner. This is why I kinda wish... I don't understand how they could make 3 games and they haven't added a roll function to this game yet. So I kinda feel like the Metal Slug company were basically milking out this franchise a bit too much. As of yet, there are no gameplay mechanic improvements to its own issues. Not even the diagonals have been fixed either. It's actually worse. I feel like this boss fight would have been so much better with a roll. Go. Slug, you know that I come from the generation where you went to arcade halls and played arcade games all day long.
Okay.
Ah, interesting. I'm so dead. This is evil. Oh no, this is bad. Oh man. Shit. I should have thought. Uh-oh. We done goofed. Rip. GG. Oh. Thank you, game. We're dead here. I guess in this game they felt like they needed a bit more credits. Oh no. OP cannot help. That is most the same for me. Shoot the stones to make them fall faster. Oh, nice, Regal. I was focusing so much on shooting upwards, I didn't really notice what made them fall down faster earlier. Thank you for noticing it.
Mission complete.
And welcome out from the lurk, Regal. I've seen you sitting there in the shadows for quite a bit. I hope you're having an awesome day.
Mission 3. Start.
Oh, now we're swimming underwater.
Thank you.
But yeah, I know that it's possible to beat this game without any continues, but I'm just too bad for that. Or slash, I need to practice more. I do like me saying scroll and pixel art shooter. Yeah, they're awesome. And this is your final semester, right before you head out to the work life? Or was that the previous year? I think it's this year. Or this spring. And then you're gonna become a wealthy man! And then there's some pixel art, like, how was that up though? Yeah, the animations in Cuphead is pretty awesome. But from what I've seen of Cuphead, I can say that it's I would find the game terribly boring. Just I need to come out for you next month. Awesome, Rego! Nice. Then you can start to live your dream. You know, life becomes so much better after done with uni and college. Seriously. Too many baby people nowadays. Some people say that the game is doesn't feel it because it's too hard. I wouldn't say that the game is too hard, but I would say that the game is a bit too much of an endurance race against most bosses. Like, when you design difficulty in games, like this comes, then you shouldn't generally focus on like you may only make three mistakes, and then it's game over. Oh, and you're gonna have to fight this boss for 10 minutes. No checkpoints. There's going to be 3 phases, and there are going to be at least 100 different times where you can make a mistake. So, good luck and have fun. And that's kind of like, no, that's not how you do it. That's not how you do boss fights. That's just terrible. Sure, it's the archaic way, but it's a good way to make a shitty boss fight. You can beat it. You can beat it with some practice, but I can assure you there are way many better ways to make those things. But overall, that's just the game from gameplay, or encounter design, boss design. If you ask me, the game is probably still fun for many people, so they are gonna see some success with the game. I'm never gonna play it though. But Cuphead is a very good game. It's a very good game if your team are mainly artists. That's something that is very important to think about. Is that you can tell that their team were very weak in programming. So Cuphead is basically one of the best things you can do with a team of generally artists. So that is pretty much the best part of Cuphead. And decisions. Well, Cuphead we can have better balance, but Designed for all arcades. That is not an excuse to make shitty boss encounters. But do note that like, if you're gonna make bosses like that, either you need to make some way to sustain yourself. Why is our character crouching? Ah, okay, that's why. You need some sort of sustain, so that you can kind of like instead of focusing on total mistakes, you think more about you're allowed to make three mistakes per minute. If you do, the other part is that you don't really want to have very long battles. Like in Monster Hunter, you have like 20 minutes battles, and it's complete nonsense. And the same thing goes to Cuphead. Focus a bit on shorter fights, but hard, where you're allowed to make mistakes, but not too many mistakes. Have some form of comeback and so on. A lot of people may say that, but that makes the game easy. But they're like, no, you can make very difficult games like that, very difficult things with all of this, and you will have a game that feels a lot more fair, and even better, more entertaining. But however, if you do not have the coders who can do it, nor the gameplay designers, well, then yeah, then you will get those kind of games. Dark Souls did it well? Yes. Dark Souls is a perfect example of, I mean, when it comes to encounter design, boss design, gameplay mechanics, and overall difficulty, Dark Souls is kind of like the epitome of fair play. That game is so amazing. You sustain as a crouch? Yeah, but let's say this. What is difficulty? Is it like 1,000 things can go wrong, but you're only allowed to make 2 mistakes? This is called perfection, and perfection is not difficulty. Perfection is incredibly terrible to do as well when it comes to this stuff. There were a lot of articles about this in the past, which bring up a lot more examples. But I can only give you the summary of my consensus of over 15 years of research. But overall, Cuphead is doing it the wrong way. If you don't punish people for the mistakes they will never learn, you will definitely punish them. But let's say that you have someone who has perfected the system, who has perfected the battle, but because but here's the thing: human error. People will make mistakes, and the longer you play, the more mistakes you will make. So let's say that we can make a very easy boss, but it's gonna take 10 minutes to beat it. During these 10 minutes, it's kind of like this. How long can a person hold their concentration? I think it's after I think it's 1 minute, and after that it will decay at a rapid speed. So this is generally the best way. It's kind of like you want to keep you want to force the player to keep focus for a very long time, and then you want things. A lot of things can go wrong if you lose focus for a slight bit. And this game is a good example of that. Then let's say then we say, okay, you are only allowed to make 3 mistakes, then you get game over. And just to make it better, we do not really add checkpoints as well, okay? And then we have a boss fight with 3 phases. I can assure you, no matter how good you are, unless you have kind of like done a lot of trial and error, you will make mistakes, even on things that you know very well. And this is why I have no idea how we should try to dodge these lasers. And at that point, you kind of like want to start to make mechanics or kind of ways like, okay, but how can we kind of like go through these situations? One of them is kind of like to add rolling. One of them is to kind of like add kind of like a thing like Estus Flask. Estus Flask is an amazing design. Uh-oh. Because first of all, Estus Flask has one one big flaw. You need to stand still for a bit in order for it to, you know, be able to use it. Oh, fuck. Did it destroy the floor there? Instead of only 3 hits, we could give 5. I don't think that's a good mechanic. That's not gonna help you too much. It's not the number of lives. Make it so that they can only make 3 mistakes, but 3 mistakes, 1 mistake per, like every 90 seconds you can make 3 mistakes, or 2, depending. Or, phases. I like phases, yes. That's how we do it. Then like, okay, say a boss has kind of like 3 phases.
Mission complete.
When you change phase, you will get kind of like health back or something. Maybe from time to time they will drop in a container which gives you 1 health. That is one way to deal with sustain. But I kind of like to deal these things with invincibility frames. Generally adding a roll, dodge, and so on. So that if a situation is too hard to control, you can use timing. Well, among other things, there are many ways to deal with that. I wish I had some examples to show how Cuphead could have done it in a better way. The things that I mentioned here is not for Cuphead, but just in general. But the thing is, I'd say that Cuphead... either Cuphead kind of like needs to add checkpoints to each phase, or they generally just need to add some way where you can sustain yourself in a prolonged fight. So for instance, let's say that a fight is 10 minutes. You should be able to make more than 3 mistakes during the whole period of time. If the battle is 1 minute, 2 minutes, then 3 mistakes is fine. But then you should also have good responses to various situations, kind of like in this game, diagonal projectiles is a pain. Oh, they actually increase this a bit. You can okay, but you cannot do it while walking. While shooting. If you shoot, then you become a turtle. But like in this game, if you could shoot but at the same time move slightly forward, it would solve a lot of things. Dark Souls for people who tend to play Dark Souls. But the consensus is that perfection is not key for difficulty. People will make mistakes. So you want to design... So if you do not want to have a heavy trial and error game, like, that's the thing. The first thing is that you need to ask yourself, do you want trial and error? Do you want a player to play your boss 10 times before actually progressing it? If you're insane, the answer will be yes. Or if you're very conservative and are like, no, I want my game to be like this. We want the game should be like Ghouls and Goblins. Ghouls and Goblins, by the way, is a terrible... It's one of the best examples of a perfection game with horrendous punishment. But overall... Oh, what? Oh! Okay. Those are actually things. Nice. I'm not paying much attention to this game at the moment. I'm sorry for that. Here we go. People make this about a hard game. Isn't meant to be fair. Let's see. What is difficulty? What makes things difficult? Do you want to have? Do you want it to be player skill based, like the player can use their skill in order to overcome a difficult situation? This is like a side-scrolling bullet hell game? Yes. We have infinite continues, so I'm not taking this game very seriously at the moment. Especially not when we have such an interesting discussion going on. Especially, what is difficulty? What is good difficulty? But I think the best thing that I want to say though, that trial and error at a certain point is not fun at all. When you have to repeat something way too much, it will not be fun. So one way to solve this situation is by allowing the player to not do as much trial and error. Basically, you make it easier. That is one part. But let's say that you want it to be difficult, but if you kind of like get into a shitty situation, you should be able to somehow use your skill to come out of that situation. If it's a perfection game, most of the time, like this game, they will say, "No, sorry, but you should have known there should have come 3 enemies there. No, sorry, when enemies are in this position, you need to move to the left edge, wait there for 1 second, and then you need to move to the other side, you know, and so on." This game uses this a lot. If that is kind of like what you need to do in order to solve a difficult situation, then you have just made an incredible trial and error game where players will basically die many times and just play over the level until they realize exactly how you should move. A good example on this kind of games are I Wanna Be the Bashi. It takes this to perfection. I mean, where the player needs to do it incredibly perfect, otherwise they die. Just gonna power up, make a... The best way to solve these situations is by giving them tools in order to respond to a situation. You know, kind of like at this enemy. Whoa! You see there? Because I hadn't moved to the right position before the situation even happened. Then when I like, oh fuck, we need to kind of like defend against this diagonal line of things. And here we are. Okay, the player can use his skill now to bypass this, but no, he's not standing in the right position, so he's gonna die. So here you have kind of like the room to increase, you know, the player's skill part, where the player can use, you know, tool to solve it. Should the skill only be in the knowing of where you should stand at a certain point of time? Is that truly player skill? I would say no, that's knowledge, but it's not really skill. So knowledge is always trial and error. Oops. I cannot do it with good enough. I don't know, Smolux. I think you're thinking about a specific thing. As a specific game where people might have all of the responses. So, kind of like in this game. Oh, what should I have done in that situation? Like there. I could have rolled out of it if we had a roll, basically. But I wasn't standing in the right place. So we died. Uh-oh. And I cannot really shoot in diagonals here either. So here's a fun thing. While I cannot use a diagonal. So this forces you to stand in specific ways. And this can complicate other stuff. But yeah, difficulty isn't really that hard of a topic in reality. It's just that most people don't really study such stuff. Oh no, I even jumped there. I kinda wish we could stand on these things. Oh, awesome. Uh-oh. And that's another thing. Clear hitboxes, knowing when you will be able to get hit. Okay, I actually thought I was supposed to die there. Interesting. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Shit. Everyone plays the game, so you don't. Oh no. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. If we just could roll. I kind of feel like the roll mechanic here would be oh! I actually thought we would die there when we were in the air. Okay, we did. Ah, how did we survive the first time when we jumped over it? That's interesting. Another thing here is that the distance between the projectile spawning and you being allowed to run around is very small. So even though you have pretty good reflexes, you will most likely get hit by the things. But what is kind of changing them to be more or less like that punishes people who suck at games? Now you're talking about bits. You're confusing things here together. It's not pandering to people. It's what we are talking about is minimizing trial and error, increasing player skill to solve a situation without trial and error. This is not pandering. This is essentially making good difficulty. And Dark Souls is one of the best examples of that. Uh-oh, fuck. I actually tried to move to the left side before it crashed down, but since we were shooting, we couldn't really do this. This boss is a very good example. Well, like the beam attack is that you don't really know which areas hurt and which doesn't. You just know that somewhere in the beam. We know for certain that that on the ground we will get destroyed. But when we jump here, why didn't we burn up there? If we jumped more to the left, we would have been damaged by it. And you're like, okay, why? So there's a desync between cognitive, you know, damageful areas versus how the collision boxes actually is. A lot of these piles up. You went from arcade games to more fair console games.
Mission complete.
Baby game. Beat your old game. No time. Now, Smolox, you're still kind of like trying to couple. Your argument at the moment is kind of like, if you're not making a trial and error game, then you're making a baby game. That kind of mentality isn't really that good, and it's not really what we're looking for. I mean, it's not even what we're talking about. Just because you remove trial and error, you do not make games easier. Many games are easy, but not because you just remove trial and error, right? You made games easier by allowing mistakes to happen, many mistakes to happen. Uh-oh. Dark Souls is a good example, is they allow you to make mistakes, just not the very bad, you know, very casual mistakes. I was asking for Devil May Cry 3 here. Oh, Devil May Cry 3, that's a nice game. Kirby Ratchet Clank. I haven't really played those games, but when I look into AAA industry, I don't really look at hard games. I'd say that for me, I'm looking more for Dark Souls. And good game design. Do note that I program for a living, and I work on my own indie games in my spare time. And I've been studying game design, game mechanics over 18 years. And especially what is fun, what is difficulty, what is bad difficulty, what makes a game bad, and so on. And the general consensus of when you have a bad game is generally that the gameplay mechanics are fighting against you rather than being with you. And most difficult games are usually the ones where you let the gameplay mechanics work against you rather than rather than be the tools that you need them to be. That is essentially how most of the old games play, like this one. Like, let's allow you to shoot and so on, but let's not allow you to shoot in diagonals. But we will let you be able to move around, but not fast enough. So most diagonal attacks are going to be difficult, right? SS Flask are the solution to everything. That's what SS Flask is for. I kind of like the SS Flask, but it's just one way of many. But it's the SS Flask is not really. It's not really the main thing. The main thing in Dark Souls is the dodge, the roll. The roll allows you to get out of literally any situation as long as you are good. And most people forget about that. But it's true that that dodging, oh, and also you have the yes, right. Sorry, I'm a bit try hard, so I normally think of the rolling. But Dark Souls have the best thing. We must not forget the shield. Like literally, if you find Dark Souls to be too hard, you can just go sword and board. Like. That makes the game a lot easier. You don't need to focus on dodge mechanics and so on. So Dark Souls is a good game where you can kind of like choose your own difficulty. And the first time you play it will always be the hardest one, because you don't know what the fuck you're doing. Difficulty games are meant to work with you. You get difficult trials and difficult alpha games at the same time. Give example of a... Oh no, we cannot give examples here. But examples would take a lot of preparation. Like, let's say that the difficulty in this game is that most of the times the projectiles that will come against you will be very close to you, and you will have very like there's a blue grenade. That is the difficult moment. Is okay. So it's kind of like this the stuff. Like, sure, we could be fighting down here, but see, I cannot shoot upwards. I can only shoot from left side. So we cannot use our player skill here in order to kind of like, you know, actually fight this thing. So we're kind of like forced in being here in a place where the enemy projectiles are almost spawning inside us, and we somehow need to kind of like use trial and error in order to figure out a pattern of where we need to stand, where in order to kind of like not get hit. This, a lot of people, this to me is not difficult at all. I just call it bullshit. Oh, and what's up, Vesper? Epic Coast Hike? So while it's difficult to maneuver away from these projectiles, we don't really have the tools in order to kind of like to overcome the obstacle if the projectiles are too close. Top bro, got to use VC. Nice. And how are you guys doing, Vesper Nation? I hope you guys are been having some fun times with what is it called again? Shining Force 3, right? And we're kind of like blowing through short games here now. Hey, you should be able... Okay, good. Here we go. And yeah, we're kind of like talking about what is good difficulty, fair difficulty in games. Does perfection means good, as a good difficulty thing? Perfection, is generally... You are not allowed to make mistakes over a long period of time. Let's say, what's a good example for this? Good examples would be I wanna be the guy, I wanna be the Bashi, or Metal Slug as well here. And that is kind of like what we're discussing a bit about at the moment. Whoa. Or Super Meat Boy. I kind of feel like Super Meat Boy has enough. I feel that Super Meat Boy has a lot of skill involved in it. I mean, you can answer to basically all of the situations, at least the ones I've been in. So I don't really feel like it's super trial. Like when you know when you kind of like know how to do you know how the movement system works and all, it's kind of like a breeze. Super Meat Boy's achievements? Yeah, I have no idea about the achievements. I've only played Super Meat Boy on a casual level. So please forgive my ignorance, Kappa. But from what I played of Super Meat Boy, I didn't find it to be too trially. But where Super Meat Boy is perfection. No, I'd say that Super Meat Boy Dark World is perfection. But Super Meat Boy in itself, you see, Super Meat Boy is all about moving in a certain path. But the thing is, in if we take I Wanna Be the Bashi, you need to be on pixel perfection. While I Wanna Be the Bashi, at least when you're not in the dark world, you are allowed a lot of freedom in your kind of like movements. So when you know how the curves work and like starting to see the lines of when to jump and so on, you can see that those lines is pretty thick. So overall, we have infinite continuous. The game allows us to have it. I don't think standing in that tower is the right place, though, Kappa. But if the plane is so close to the ground... Uh-oh. Oh, no, I don't want to be on that part. Uh-oh, fuck. This game's... if you're good at this game, then it will be purely about knowing where to stand, how to move, generally, in every situation. If you do not know that, then you're gonna die and you're gonna spend a lot of credits in the arcade hall. But since we're playing this at home, we don't really have those issues. This boss is recycled. I think this boss has been in every single game so far. Super Meat Boy is a good example of difficult maneuvers, but very tight controls, and you have margin of error in that. At least in the normal world. The normal world is pretty good. Like I have actually beaten a few bosses in I Wanna Be the Bashi. So I can assure you that Super Meat Boy in the normal world is not pixel perfect. It's not pixel perfect. So I'd say that Super Meat Boy has a very fair margin of error. The last world on SMB are nasty. Yeah, I haven't gotten that far yet. Oh, nice. Man. Okay, I need some water. We have been talking ferociously for a bit now, so let's take a small break, go fill up water a bit. I'll be back soon. Okay, I'm back. Let's beat this. I wonder what game, if we should do Metal Slug X after this one. Yeah, I think so. We're kind of like focusing on getting to 300 games beaten. So at the moment I found some of our shortest games, or fastest to beat. So we're doing that. Are those pigs? Yeah, those are pigs. Yeah. Lasers. Oh man, pretty. I'm not sure how good lasers are though. Yeah, they're not destroying fast enough. Uh-oh. GG. Oh, okay. Like there. We could not use our skills. Oh my, come on. There we go. I really like this game though. But only when you have the infinite continues. I really would have hated this game if we didn't have, if we only had kind of like 3 lives or so on. Because we don't really have the tools in this game in order to respond to most situations. So it is super hard. Why they are recycling this boss as well? I'm not sure if the... I'm a bit interested to see the reception of this game, seeing how much this game recycles from its previous games. It's not right close to milking the franchise, one would say. Still, it's a fun game. Oh. Whoop, whoop. I wonder how many continues we have used in this game. I think we are definitely up into 50. Holy moly, we would... I wonder how much cash that would have costed to beat this game in an arcade hall. Oh yeah. Uh-oh. Here we go. Nice. Now, oh, no way, they recycled this boss too. This is kind of like the final boss from the second game. Oh boy. What? I didn't dodge that one? Holy. If they just could have given us kind of like a small speed dash here or something, it would have been so much better. Whoa. Because then you can just say that it was your terrible timing, Captain. Oh boy. We really need to get rid of those enemies. They are definitely restricting our movements way too much. This music is awesome though. Oh yeah. Here we go. Oh, and Wriggle, we've actually progressed quite far with the God game. We're kind of like started on the behavior programming now, with behavior trees and everything. You fly a lot in this one, yeah. I think it's just this mission. Oh no, I'm dead here. I'm not gonna be able to destroy this in time. It's have we started a new mission or is this still? But yeah, it kind of feels like this when Toho, I mean. Are those red ones projectiles or something? I'm a bit unsure if, okay, we can pick them up, good. Uh-oh. Nice. That moment when you're kind of like dodging score points because you think they are enemy projectiles because of color coding. Yeah! Oh. Homing missiles! Toho! Hi! I actually really like Toho. Toho is a very fun game. Good music as well. Uh-oh. You really cannot destroy those with, you know... Okay, maybe bombs. There we go. Yeah! Okay. I think we're dead. Nope, there we go. That was awfully close though. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah. I think we should be very close to them though, since we are up in 3 hours now. If we beat this game in 10 minutes or something, then we're done 3 games in 3 hours, 1 game per hour. That is very good. But we are also playing this game because it's awesome. And if I ever make these sort of games, I know that there should be at least... I would actually add the Dark Souls mechanics into this game. If it was my decision. Okay, so we're fighting the aliens again. And Daleks! Exterminate! Exterminate! Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So those... those are some weird movements. Uh-oh. Oh! Oh, Regal, have you do you know of Alien Breed? Oh, that game! Holy shit, that game made us salty yesterday a lot. Especially with you have 90 seconds to evacuate. I'm like, dude, we don't know where the exit is. And then when we know where the exit is, it's kind of like, dude, we didn't know. Dude, we had to shake the map 4 times, so we had 4 seconds too little in order to evacuate. Margins for margins, please. The worst part with these circles when they are horizontal is they do not have enough, or rather they move too fast. So if you kind of like need to jump into it and then in order to make a double jump, then you'll find yourself that you don't have room enough to actually make the second jump before you collide with the outer ring. When it's horizontal, not vertical. Oh boy. Oh, okay, we are supposed to destroy the terrain in this case. Okay. Okay. There we go. Huh. Whoa. Is that our commander? Or is it... I think that's an enemy commander. Because I've seen that guy in the boss vehicles. Ah. Whoa! Great. Oh boy. Uh-oh. This game is going batshit insane. Uh-oh. Yeah, about that, seriously. I think they went a bit insane here. Oh, okay, so, okay. Oh no. The blobs jumped. Oh. Oh man, it didn't jump. Oh, whoa. Here we go. There we go. Nice. Heavy machine gun. Damn. Did they honestly add infinite enemies here? Oh man. There we go. That was not cool. Pudge? No. Oh, please, diagonals, please. I want diagonals in this place. It could just be the port though, since it feels like... Okay, so I kinda like need to... Okay, I see. We can do running diagonals if we point downwards when we run. In a very in a very awkward way, like super awkward. Oh boy, we are so dead here. I'm playing in an emulator. I'm playing through GOG, Good Old Games. You can buy this on Steam. We're playing it on PC. There we go. And what's up, Marco? How you doing? I buy all of my games through either through Steam, GOG, or Humble Bundle, pretty much. Nice, I didn't know that. Neither did I, but I think it's some sort of emulator, and as you can see, it can very easily go into slideshow. A lot of people have complained about this on the forums, I have noticed. But I find it to be still, it's pretty fun to be able to play this game. I think there are some issues with the controller, like the analog stick, but I don't mind too much since we have infinite continues. Uh-oh. There we go. That was very risky, what we did there. Uh-oh. Damn it. What? We were changing weapons, so he was standing still. Couldn't jump. Here we go. Yeah, I think we will do metal slug eggs after this. Oh boy. That one, I don't know how to jump through that one. Oh boy. Thank you, Physics Coalition. What? Rocket cars? Yeah. Oh no. You cannot make short jumps in this game, so it makes this ring hopping very, very awkward. Hello there, this is... Hey, what's up, Mysterious? Uh-oh, we're so gonna get hurt by these. Kind of like the jumping mechanics in this game isn't terribly built to making this sort of maneuvers where we need to do here. Oh boy. In this in arcades, never played as well. Yeah, this game is pretty fun, but I think you made the right decision to not play this game on the arcades because this one eats credits. I mean, quarters like crazy. Well, this game is pretty fun to play when you don't need to put in quarters. Because this game is very crazy. Whoa. Oh, he's with us this time. Nice. This is a pretty cool game. It has its flaws, but I generally think it's because it was in arcades. So how are you guys doing today though? Oh, I think we're very close to the final level. Oh, who is that? Oh well, oh okay. They're making clothes of her. One of our team members, it looks like. Never liked infinite enemies. Oh boy. There's a lot. Oh boy. The flaming effects are so pretty. Yeah, I mean the death animations are amazing. Oh shit. Oh wow. All of our problems would have been solved with a roll. Oh boy. Because I would have rolled there. Oh boy. Oh boy, I can't jump up. Oh. There we go. That was a bit too many clones. Nice. Ooh, this is taking out on the hand quite a bit though. Oh, they turned into zombies? They turned into zombies! Great. Please wait. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, so that's the thing. Okay. Jumping was not a good idea. What? I thought we were safe. I guess not. There we go. Let's run away from this crazy... Wow, okay, that beam was something else. Run! Oh! GG. What? Oh no, Jesus, this is crazy. This game took this even further. Took the took this quarter eating even further than the first two games. I don't even want to know how Metal Slug X does this. I mean, if they did it even worse, then holy shit. It kind of feels like you need to be two persons on this, because you cannot dodge. You cannot really dodge this. Oh boy. The only reason why we survived there was because we have a kind of like immunity against damage when we get spawned. Oh my god. There we go. This game almost feels like it is designed for... Like it's designed for having unlimited continues. Seriously. Oh no. What? I cannot shoot them. Okay. Okay, you shoot with cannon. So... Okay, good. Finally we can jump out of it. There we go. I'm gonna die there because it's impossible to dodge from it. Maybe you can dodge. I'm not sure, but I think the best way to dodge it is... I cannot kill that clone thing. Oh boy, great. Oh, so that one was an enemy with us. I've been trying to kill this green thing for a very long time, but she just doesn't want to die when we were in that machine. Uh-oh. We cannot use diagonals, by the way, so you gotta do some crazy stuff here. Oh, Jesus. What? It's not getting damage? Oh boy. Didn't need to hit the brain bugs to do damage. What? Brain bug? No. When you see it turn blue, it is getting damage. It just have a lot of health. It's just that those zombies, as you can see there, they just pile up too much. So we cannot really kill them. It takes quite a long time to kill them. So the only thing we can do here is kind of like just soak the damage and destroy. And just destroy. This part is pretty bullshit. Since if they just gave us a way to dodge, you know, that thing, then it would have been all fine. But there's no way to dodge it. Or they could have done so that the zombies basically took two hits before they died or something like that. It's kind of like they're designed to kill you. Like literally cannot really avoid it from doing the beams. And you cannot really avoid them either. Oh, okay, cool. Final boss hype. But it's cool though. I don't really get buttered over these sort of games. I do like to talk about things though. But oh boy. Okay, so maybe you're supposed to jump over it, but what about upper bound? Yeah, I tried to jump there, but I was collided before that could happen. Okay, cool. So standing here on the left side seems to be a thing. Holy... Oh! We survived that. Okay, cool. Oh, wow. I don't even... Oh my god, that's wrong. You do the... That's wrong. You do the brain versus blind spots. You need to switch between diagonal to hit it. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. I don't think we're gonna do a lot of Afterlife on stream, because that game is mostly... it doesn't really... Oh, shit. Oh, okay. That game doesn't really have a campaign, so there's nothing for us to really beat in that game. But Afterlife is kind of like a SimCity game, but you create heaven and hell. Kind of like redeem souls and such. It's a pretty cool game. I might show it someday. I'm kind of like still learning it. I don't know how to do economy in that one. It's a super fun. It's a very, very badass game though from the 90s. Oh boy. I cannot really react to those in a good way. Like the movements it's a bit sluggish, so when it happens I cannot really avoid it. Like there, I was that red. I was hit by the red one, but even when I saw it, I was moving back to the left. But I should have been hit by the green one instead. So it's kind of weird. I think the collision boxes are a bit too big. They are not capsule shapes either, and so on. They're probably block based, so they're probably bigger than the sprite itself. This is my representation of me trying to fight off my brain telling me I should study instead of lurking on Twitch. Nice pug. But yeah. You can combine it, you know. You study and then you have a bit of sounds and so on. Uh-oh, how are you supposed to dodge that one? This boss is like, okay. I think we are over 100. So far, Super Brain never ceases to harass me. Yeah. I can show that so far this has been the shittiest boss so far in this game. I wonder if you can destroy the green ones. I think you can because of the... no, you cannot shoot them. Okay. This enemy has so much health as well. This is like the perfect example. It's a shame that Smolux isn't in here, because this boss is a perfect example of perfection. Trial and error thing. And the green balls are kind of like inconsistent, so you never know where you need to stand. It's just like completely random. And when you do see the balls, it's already too late. You cannot move into the right position at that part. So this is a very good example of how to steal quarters from kids. Kappa. I mean, from a game design perspective. Since we have infinite continuous, I don't really care. But if this game had like only 3 lives and we would have to redo the entire mission after dying here 3 times, I would probably just alt F for the game and never look back. Like, I'm trying to kind of like find a place where I can't get hit by the green ones. Oh, we can stand on that one? Holy moly. Okay. Okay, but the physics is a bit wonky tonky. Okay. Can this guy die? Seriously? Okay, I think we found our way here. Oh boy. They could have made the tank a bit larger though. But that's just me. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. So you're still not entirely safe on the tank. Shit. Okay, we thought we had a good strategy, but we don't. Oh, finally dead. Okay, we might not be done here. Okay, we are. Nice. Was that the final boss?
Mission complete.
Yeah! We beat the game.
Mission
How many continues? 150. 82. Huh. That's like almost 3 times more continuous than what we've done in the other games. That just says how crazy this game is. And this was on normal difficulty, by the way. Yeah, we beat the game. And we saved the enemy communists. That was Metal Slug 3 and probably the worst game of these 3 games we played. Mostly because every boss were recycled except for the final boss. Pretty much. Almost. Not entirely. Okay, so... okay, mate. There we go. So now we're done with Metal Slug. Let's do an uninstall on it. Here we go. This is a worthy game. It's completed. Oh, this menu is so bad. Like scroll thing. Okay, so we beaten Metal Slug, first Metal Slug, second and third. So I think should we go for another hour of Metal Slug? Yeah, I think we will.